Hello and welcome everybody to Hairstyle of the Day number 3. So today's hairstyle is kind of like a rope braided figure 8 bun, or kind of pair of buns turned into one. It is essentially 2 pigtails rope braided and then wrapped around the base of each other in kind of a figure 8 formation. I really like this one because it's super pretty, there's a lot of variation, and it's really super easy to do as well. Sorry, my cat's coming to say hi, so I apologize if you hear some meows in my recording. But first things first, I went ahead and split my hair into 2 down each side, using one of my hair sticks kind of to even out that part down the back to make sure that that looked good. Because, I can't see anything in the back, so the hair stick or some other pointy thing, or even like a comb, will help you out there. And then make sure to re-smooth my hair so it was ready to go for the style. At this point, I went ahead and put my hair up into a pair of pigtails. Each one, I aimed to have them about 2 inches back from my ear and like just above the top of my ear. So not too far forward, but also not too far back, and a few inches up off my nape. I kind of failed that first time. There was like a bump forming, so I decided to take it down and go again, because my hair likes to create a lot of bumps as I put it up, especially if it's not in just like your typical low ponytail. So I usually tend to struggle a lot with bumps and stuff, trying to get my hair up, hence why you see me smoothing it out all the time. Sorry, I also had to go rescue my doorway for one of my cats that was scratching the wood just there as well. I have 2 cats and they're kind of just like mayhem monsters. But I got that first pigtail up after a minute or so, and then it was time for pigtail number 2. Tried to get it in that same location, about an inch or 2 behind the ear, and also just above the top of the ear. That's kind of where I was aiming for it. I also made sure to get my like longer face framing layers into the pigtails, but you don't have to pull up your face framing layers if you do have them. It's kind of just a personal preference there. Mine at the moment are just too long to leave down without a lot of hassle, so they go up in pretty much all of my updos currently. But I am hoping to trim them back in at some point soon, because it is a little boring to have super long hair and then wear it up all the time and, never have any hair down. But now that I got both of those pigtails up, I was just making sure that they were both even and nice and secure as well. And then I decided to just brush through the ends one more time, just to make sure that I didn't have any tangles or unruliness, because I was about to separate it out and start doing some rope braids. So I got my 2 little like braid end hair ties prepared. I like to wear them on my thumb as I'm braiding, but these 2 were a little bit stretched out, so they kept like falling off my thumb as I was going. But usually the thumb is a pretty good spot to kind of hold them as you braid so that they're ready to go when you need them at the end. But yeah, the rope braid, split it into 2, make sure that each side is even, and then you know, save your phone from your cat again. She was about to knock it over there. But yeah, with the rope braids, you're gonna want to twist the two halves in one direction and then wrap them around each other the opposite direction. So usually what I like to do is like twist the two halves forward and then wrap them backward. Once you get to the end, you're gonna go ahead and tie it off. I wish I could get a little bit closer to the ends of my hair, but since my hair is so long now that I can't reach the ends without, you know, pulling them up closer to myself, I don't really have an option but to leave a good amount out. Also at that point, just a second ago, for some reason my phone stopped recording right at the end of that first rope braid, but thankfully I caught it, so just in time to get that second rope braid going. Twisting the two halves in one direction and then wrapping them around each other in the opposite direction. Twisting and wrapping, and twisting and wrapping. Now, normally I'm not the hugest fan of rope braids just because my hair does like to stay in the twists even when I take it down, but they are really easy to do and they're also really, really quick, so that's why I picked them this day, because I didn't have a lot of time to do my hair this morning. I believe the entire hairstyle before editing the video or anything, I think it took about 10 minutes. So yeah, at that point, I had two rope braided pigtails. One of them I realized had a bit of a bump in it, but you know what, whatever, I don't really care. At this point, I know I needed 2 medium-sized claw clips, and then it was time to start wrapping. So each rope braid is going to get crossed over to the other side and then wrap up and around the base of the opposite pigtail. And then as you clip it in, just make sure to clip one side of the claws to the base of the pigtail, and the other side is going to wrap or like grab the other edge of the braid. With the rest of your hair, again, cross each side to the opposite side and wrap it up and over the opposite pigtail base, and then open the claw clip just enough to get that outer edge again. Once you get to the point where your ends are near, open up the claw clip again, and I did my best to conceal that little hair tie underneath the claw so that I could leave my ends out. You can also tuck your ends in if you want a little more of like a formal and sleek look, but I left mine out so it would be a little cuter and have some bounciness as well. But yeah, that is it. And that is what it looks like. It looks pretty complicated, but it's super easy. And you don't need many hair accessories at all. This is literally 2 hair ties, 2 mini hair ties, and 2 claw clips, and that's it. Here it is in better lighting as well. And this one, like all of my daily hairstyles, is really comfortable, pretty easy to do, and it stayed all day with no issues. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this, and let me know what you think. If you give this one a go, let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.